Namaste India.
Namaste land.
مرحبا إلى الغد.
Six NSCN IM armed cadres killed in joint operation of Assam Rifles and Arunachal Pradesh Police in Longding district in Arunachal Pradesh. The DGP Arunachal Pradesh says one Assam Rifles personnel injured, arms and ammunition recovered. Security forces foil infiltration bid as two terrorists gunned down in Naugam sector of Kupwara in Jammu and Kashmir. Huge cache of arms and ammunition recovered from the killed terrorists. The All India Tiger estimation gets a place in the Guinness World Record for being the largest camera trap wildlife survey. The Union Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar says under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, India has fulfilled its resolve to double the tiger numbers 4 years before the target through Sankalp Se Siddhi. Paired camera traps generate around 35 million photos, including 76,651 tiger and 51,337 leopard photos. As compared to 1,411 tigers in 2006, the estimate has doubled to in 2018 to 2,967. The RBI Governor Shaktikant Das says Indian economy has started showing signs of going back to normalcy after easing restrictions. The highlights that topmost priority for the RBI is growth and financial stability. Says COVID-19 pandemic perhaps would represent so far the biggest test of robustness and resilience of the Indian economic and financial system. The DCGI gives nod for restricted emergency use of Itolizumab for moderate to severe COVID-19 patients. The recovery rate of corona patients in India further improves to near 63%. A total of 5,15,385 patients cured and discharged in India so far. The recovery rate higher in 18 states and union territories compared to the national average. In the national capital Delhi too, recovery rate rises to a record 77.6%. World Health Organization praises densely populated area of Dharavi in Mumbai for breaking the chain of transmission through strong focus on community engagement and the basics of testing and tracing. Says only aggressive action combined with national unity and global solidarity can turn the COVID-19 pandemic around. Sends two experts to China for more COVID-19 knowledge. Heavy rains and massive landslides slashed various parts of Arunachal Pradesh. 8 lives lost so far. In Assam, Dhemaji continues to be the worst hit district, followed by Lakhimpur and Barpet, with the Brahmaputra still flowing above the danger level at many places. Meanwhile, Weather Department issues red alert for several states in eastern and northeastern India. Heavy rain forecast predicted at many places. Orange alert also issued for several states in northern India for the next couple of days. Hello and good afternoon. You're watching Doordarshan News with me, Nancy Kohli. A top story: in a major incident, 6 NSCN IM cadres were gunned down in an encounter with security forces in the Longding district of Arunachal Pradesh. The operation carried out jointly by the Assam Rifles and Arunachal Pradesh Police. One soldier of the Assam Rifles was injured in the operation and he was evacuated to a military hospital. 6 weapons along with warlike stores were recovered from the area.
6 of the NSCN IM cadre have with heavy weaponry, 4 AK-47, 2 assault rifle and more than 500 rounds, 2 IEDs have been recovered. So all of them are killed after heavy exchange of fire, and one of our Jawan from Assam Rifle, he also got a gunshot injury on the leg. He has been taken to the hospital. This area is quite remote. It is around 3 hours journey from district headquarters and 1 hour foot trek. This place which has where the encounter took place is connected through road from district headquarters Longding. It is a place called Ninu. It is a village Ninu. It is in the road. See, according to information with us, they were trying to target some security forces and also to kidnap some important person for ransom. And kind of weaponry and ammunition we have recovered. It is a very important catch.
In a major success for security forces, the army foiled an infiltration attempt by Pakistan along the line of control. 2 terrorists were eliminated in the exchange of fire after a suspicious movement detected by the Indian troops at Naugam sector of Kupawara district. 2 AK-47 and warlike stores have also been recovered.
Appropriate response by troops on ground was taken to eliminate the 2 terrorists who were trying to infiltrate into our area by cutting the anti-infiltration fence. The heavily armed terrorists, dressed in combat fatigues, had taken the route through Pakistani posts in the area opposite, which clearly indicates Pakistan complicity in abetment to fomenting terror in India.
And he also added that according to intelligence inputs, 250 to 300 trained terrorists are currently present at the launch pads across the LOC in POK and making desperate attempts to infiltrate in Kashmir.
I would like to put a figure to that. The launch pads are fully occupied, and if we had to hazard a guess, it could be anything between 250 to 300 terrorists presently occupying the launch pads opposite. See, Pakistan has been failing in its attempt to instigate the people of Kashmir.
Moving on now, the All India Tiger Estimation has set a Guinness World Record for being the largest camera trap wildlife survey. Paired camera traps at 26,760 different locations have generated approximately 35 million photos, including 76,523 tiger and 51,337 leopard photos. India is home to 60% of the global tiger population, that is reflective of India's conservation initiatives that are thoroughly grounded by science and backed by legal and financial framework. The 4th cycle of All India Tiger Estimation shows a rise in the tiger estimates. From 2006 to 2018, an annual growth rate of 6% in the tiger population has been observed due to the sustained protection and other management interventions by the states steered by the National Tiger Conservation Authority. Lauding India's achievement, the Union Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar has said that under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, India has fulfilled its resolve to double the tiger numbers 4 years before the target through Sankalp Se Siddhi. He added that this is a great moment that All the India Tiger Estimation is now in the Guinness World Record for being the largest camera trap wildlife survey.
This is the vision of Prime Minister to protect environment and also ensure growth. And we have laid the largest camera traps. No country has done so much exhaustive survey and counting and camera traps used for this purpose. The said time we could complete the target 4 years before the target. Because yes, we have good ecology, there are good forests, there is good prey base, there is enough water and fodder, and now we are further augmenting water and fodder in many jungle areas through the Campa funds.
The Additional Director General of Project Tiger and Member Secretary, National Tiger Conservation Authority, Dr. S.P. Yadav has thanked the Guinness Book for boosting the morale of all the field workers.
This award recognition by the Guinness is a great morale boosting, motivating to the field staff, front-end staff. I think that it is a very excellent example set by the National Tiger Conservation Authority and Wildlife Institute of India, and it is showing that the world is recognizing our efforts in tiger conservation.
He also added that this achievement has happened with advanced technology used to estimate the number of tigers.
Since 2006, we have graduated, we have evolved and brought science into tiger monitoring, and camera traps were being used. So nowadays more scientific methodology of tiger estimation is used. We use camera traps in large numbers, and based on their camera traps, these tigers are identified and their number is estimated. Tiger estimation, we do it once in a 4 year as an all India tiger estimation process. It's a massive exercise.
The RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has said that the Indian economy has started showing signs of going back to normalcy after easing restrictions. While addressing the 7th SBI Banking and Economics Conclave, the RBI Governor highlighted the topmost priority for the RBI is growth and financial stability.
Banks and other financial entities are today at the forefront of the country's countermeasures against the economic impact of COVID-19. The broader objective was to mitigate the risks to growth outlook while preserving financial stability. The COVID-19 pandemic perhaps represents so far the biggest test of robustness and resilience of our economic and financial system.
And setting an example of Yes Bank, the RBI Governor said that the RBI has strengthened its off-site surveillance mechanism to identify emerging risks. He added that the RBI has been building buffers, raising capital crucial for ensuring credit flows and to build resilience in the financial system.
Specialized handling of weak institutions at the Reserve Bank now helps in closure monitoring and successful resolution of such entities in a non-disruptive manner. The timely and successful resolution of the Yes Bank is an example. After exhausting all other possible options, and with a view to safeguard the interest of depositors and ensure stability of the financial system, we decided to intervene at an appropriate time when the net worth of the bank, that is Yes Bank, was still positive. The Yes Bank reconstruction scheme forged a unique public-private partnership between leading financial entities of India, and it was implemented in very quick time, which helped the bank's revival, successfully safeguarded the interest of the depositors and ensured financial stability.
74 years old US national Johnny Pierce, staying in Kochi for the past 5 months, has approached the State High Court seeking to convert his tourist visa into a business visa. Johnny has visited Kerala more than 5 times now, and he says that the government of the US is not taking care of the nation in this challenging times of COVID-19 pandemic like the government of India. Johnny Pierce also said that he wants to stay in India, for which he is making a petition in the State High Court to allow him to stay for another 180 days and get a business visa.
I'm here from the US and I'm in Kerala, and I'm not trapped here. In fact, I want to be here. I love Kerala and I want to stay, and I'm making a petition for an extra 180 days to stay. And I would also like to get a business visa in order to begin a tour company and bring US people to Kerala.
The Drug Controller General of India has given nod for the restricted emergency use to itolizumab for moderate to severe COVID-19 patients. The trend of progressive increase in the number of recovered COVID-19 patients continues. The cumulative figure of recovered cases among COVID-19 patients is now 5,15,385, and consequently the recovery rate is 62.78%. There are 2,83,407 active cases, and all are under medical supervision. At the national level, the case total fertility rate has further dropped to 2.63%. Now, this is lower than the fertility rates observed in many other countries in the world. The total fertility stood at 22,123. Maharashtra is the most affected state with total 2,38,461 cases of COVID-19, and considering the current situation of COVID-19 cases increasing in Maharashtra, the Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar has tweeted, and I quote, requested the Home Minister Amit Shah to review Maharashtra corona situation, unquote. And a note circulating in the media that a COVID-19 monitoring committee has been formed, has been identified as one to be fake. The Home Affairs Ministry has clarified that no such committee has been set up by the ministry, and the Home Affairs Ministry has also urged people to be aware of fake news and rumors and do not fall prey. The Uttar Pradesh government has imposed a weekend lockdown in the state from 10 at night last night till 5 early morning on Monday to check the spread of COVID-19 and other communicable diseases. The state government has permitted movements only for providing medical and essential services in the state. This decision has been taken after reviewing the present situation of COVID-19 pandemic and for putting an effective check on it. All the offices and markets remain closed during the period. Now, on the occasion of World Population Day, the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath inaugurated the Jansankhya Sthirta Pakhwada. During the program, he inaugurated 7 new divisional level laboratories set up to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and provide better treatment to the people on time. And speaking on the occasion, he said that these laboratories will help nation in the fight against COVID-19.
उत्तर प्रदेश कोविड-19 के प्रारंभ होने के बाद किस प्रकार की परिस्थितियों को झेला है और सफलतापूर्वक प्रत्येक चुनौती से हम लोगों ने उसका मुकाबला करते हुए सफलतापूर्वक हम बाहर निकले हैं और प्रदेश की 24 करोड़ जनता को एक सुरक्षित माहौल देने में हमें सफलता प्राप्त हुई। 38,000 टेस्ट प्रतिदिन करने की क्षमता उत्तर प्रदेश ने भारत सरकार के सहयोग से आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में आज क्षमता विकसित की है। मेडिकल स्क्रीनिंग की व्यापक व्यवस्था, रैपिड टेस्ट के माध्यम से प्रत्येक सस्पेक्टेड केस की जांच करना और फिर कोविड हॉस्पिटल में उनकी व्यवस्था की गई है, तो काफी हद तक मृत्यु दर को नियंत्रित करने में हमें सफलता प्राप्त हो सकती है।
Now, in the wake of rise in the COVID-19 cases, Bihar's Khagadia administration has implemented a 5-day lockdown till 15th July. A decision in this regard was taken at a high-level meeting attended by several senior officials. The movement of the private vehicles will be allowed only after district administration's permission. And Prime Minister Modi will be sharing his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on the 26th of this month. In a tweet, the Prime Minister has asked people to share inspiring anecdotes of how collective efforts have brought about positive changes and transformed many lives. People can send their inputs on Mann Ki Baat by dialing 1-800-11-7800 and then record their message. They can also share inputs on the specially created open forum on the Namo app or on MyGov. The World Health Organization on Friday acknowledged Mumbai's efforts to contain the outbreak of COVID-19 in Dharavi, that's India's largest slum. In a tweet, the WHO recognized many countries and potential hotspot regions like Vietnam, South Korea and Dharavi in Mumbai for using different methods like testing, contact tracing, isolation and the timely treatment of the infected to break the chain of transmission. Dharavi was a hotspot in June but has seen a sharp drop in the cases in July. The WHO chief has said that Italy, Spain, South Korea and Dharavi have showed the virus could be reined in through aggressive action. Now, the World Health Organization has also sent experts to China in an effort to start an investigation into the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic. They will be working with the Chinese scientists to determine the investigation scope and itinerary. A team consisting of an animal health expert and epidemiologist arrived in Beijing to determine logistics, targets and participating for examining the origins of the virus as well as how it spread. The WHO spokesperson said that the major issue that will be looked into would be at whether or not it jumped from species to human and what species it jumped from. Initial reports suggest that the virus originated in a wildlife wet market in Wuhan in China, with the virus transmitting from bats to other mammals and human beings. Now taking a look at the global updates on COVID-19, the COVID-19 pandemic has claimed the lives of over 5.58 lakh people worldwide, while over 1.24 crore have contracted the infection so far. With more than 31.82 lakh cases and over 1.33 lakh deaths, the US continues with the world's highest number of COVID-19 infections and fatalities. Brazil comes in the second place with over 18 lakh infections and 70,398 deaths. And talking of the death toll worldwide, the US and Brazil are followed by the UK with 44,735 fatalities, further followed by Italy, Mexico and France. And we are getting some breaking inputs at this point. Prime Minister Modi will be holding a review meeting on the COVID-19 situation in the country. And in fact, the review meeting was attended among others by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, the Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan, member Niti Aayog, Cabinet Secretary and other senior officials of the Government of India. Prime Minister Modi took stock of situation in various parts of the country and the preparedness of various states in battling COVID-19. Prime Minister Modi also directed that we must reiterate the need to observe personal hygiene and social discipline in the public spaces. The awareness also about COVID should be disseminated widely, and a continuous emphasis on preventing the spread of the infection should be laid. The Prime Minister also said that there is no room for any complacency in this regard. That important meeting that was undertaken by Prime Minister Modi as far as review meeting on the situation vis-a-vis COVID-19 is concerned across the country. Let's go across now to our correspondent Sudhakar Das, who's keeping a track of developments on that front. Sudhakar, that important meeting that was chaired by Prime Minister Modi, that review meeting in fact taking stock of the various steps and measures that have been taken and are continuing to be taken by various states, and of course the centre taking the lead here, as far as making sure that the entire country is together and the battle against COVID-19 pandemic is on a war footing still.
जी देखिए, बड़ी बैठक थी और खास तौर से जो स्टेक होल्डर्स थे इस बैठक में, इस लिहाज से आप समझ सकती हैं कि एक पूरी समीक्षा देश में कोरोना संकट की क्या स्थिति है, उससे निपटने के लिए क्या उपाय किए जा रहे हैं, आने वाले समय में किन चीजों की जरूरत पड़ सकती है, उन तमाम चीजों की प्रधानमंत्री ने समीक्षा की है। सबसे पहली बात, एक तरह से ये पूरे देश की जो कोरोना संकट की स्थिति है उसकी समीक्षा थी। दूसरी बात, प्रधानमंत्री ने सीधे तौर पर एक बार फिर दोहराया है कि जो साफ सफाई है, जैसे आपने जिक्र किया, पर्सनल हाइजीन और सोशल डिसिप्लिन, वो बहुत जरूरी है। हमने देखा था कि कल भी उन्होंने इस बात पर जोर दिया था 2 गज की दूरी हो या तमाम जो सफाई के उपाय हैं। अब प्रधानमंत्री अपनी हर बात में इसको दोहराते हैं। ये प्रधानमंत्री का आग्रह रहता है कि इस सावधानी को अपनी जीवन शैली में शामिल करना है। तीसरी जो महत्वपूर्ण बात प्रधानमंत्री ने कही कि कोविड को लेकर जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन है, जो भी जानकारियां हैं, जो भी दिशा निर्देश हैं, उसको इसके बारे में वाइडली डिसमिनेशन हो, तमाम लोगों तक जानकारियां पहुंचे, इसके लिए उपाय किया जाना जरूरी है। और साथ ही साथ लोगों को कहाँ पहुंचना चाहिए, किस हालात में पहुंचने की जरूरत है, इन तमाम चीजों के बारे में। इसके अलावा उन्होंने एक बार फिर दोहराया है कि कॉम्प्लेसेंसी की या फिर एक तरह से कह सकते हैं लापरवाही की, उस तरह की कोई गुंजाइश नहीं है। ये हमारी लड़ाई अभी भी चल रही है और पिछले 2-3-4 महीनों में हमने जिस तरीके से इस पर नियंत्रण पाया है, उसमें जो हमारी सावधानियां हैं उसका बहुत महत्वपूर्ण योगदान रहा है। उसको एक तरह से आगे बढ़ाने की उन्होंने बात की है। प्रधानमंत्री ने केंद्र और राज्य और जो लोकल अथॉरिटीज मिलकर प्रयास कर रहे हैं, उसकी भी उन्होंने तारीफ की है इस महामारी से निपटने में, संकट से निपटने में। खासतौर से दिल्ली में एक तरह से आपको पता है कि पिछले महीने प्रधानमंत्री ने इसी तरह की एक बैठक ली थी और उन्होंने सलाह दिया था गृह मंत्री को कि दिल्ली को लेकर सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स के साथ बैठक करें, उसकी स्थिति ठीक करने के लिए काम करें। उसके बाद दिल्ली में चाहे टेस्टिंग हो, ट्रीटमेंट की सुविधाएं, बेड कैपेसिटी बढ़ाने की बात हो, और जो तमाम मोर्चों पर काम हुआ तो उससे स्थिति काफी सुधरी है और प्रधानमंत्री ने इसकी तारीफ भी की है। और उन्होंने बाकी जो दूसरे राज्य हैं, दिल्ली के उदाहरण को अगर दूसरे राज्य अपना सकते हैं, उसके बारे में भी उन्होंने आग्रह किया, आह्वान किया, एक तरह से कह सकते हैं। एक प्रधानमंत्री ने ये भी दोहराया है कि खासतौर से गुजरात में ये प्रयोग हो रहा है धन्वंतरी रथ के जरिए। और नैन्सी, मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा, धन्वंतरी रथ एक तरह से कोविड की वजह से कई अस्पतालों को कोविड अस्पताल घोषित कर दिया गया। मुख्य तौर पर कोरोना महामारी का वहाँ इलाज चल रहा है। ऐसे में जो रेगुलर जिनको इलाज की जरूरत है या जिनको देखरेख की जरूरत है, उनको दिक्कतें हो रही थी। उसके लिए ये एक तरह से आउटडोर में धन्वंतरी रथ कई शहरों में गुजरात में चलाया जा रहा है, जो अलग अलग इलाकों में जाकर ऐसे लोगों को सुविधाएं देते हैं कि जो उनका छोटा मोटा इलाज या उनके स्वास्थ्य की स्थिति देख सके, मार्गदर्शन दे सके। अगर कोविड जैसे सिम्टम है तो उसके लिए भी रेफर कर सके। तो ये प्रयोग काफी सफल रहा है। क्या इसको दूसरी जगहों पर दोहराया जा सकता है? इसको भी देखने की एक तरह से वकालत की है प्रधानमंत्री ने, और इसके बारे में भी निर्देश दिया है। तो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण। और एक तरह से प्रधानमंत्री ने ये भी कहा है कि जो पूरी स्थिति है कोविड को लेकर रियल टाइम बेसिस पर, और वो भी नेशनल लेवल पर लगातार उसकी गहराई से मॉनिटरिंग होती रहनी चाहिए। लगातार राज्यों को जो भी मदद की जरूरत है वो मिलनी चाहिए राज्यों को। और जहां खासतौर से पॉजिटिविटी रेट ज्यादा है, आपको पता है कि देश के जो 3-4 राज्य हैं वहां सबसे ज्यादा केसेस है, एक तरह से 70-80% केसेस है। ऐसे राज्यों को विशेष ध्यान, उनकी विशेष मॉनिटरिंग की जरूरत है। इस पर भी प्रधानमंत्री ने जोर दिया है। तो बहुत ये महत्वपूर्ण बैठक और कई स्पेसिफिक सुझाव भी उनकी तरफ से इस बैठक में दिए गए होंगे। हमको पता है कि कई स्तरों पर अलग अलग तरीके से नैन्सी काम भी चल रहा है, चाहे एक तरह से पीएम केयर्स फंड के जरिए वेंटिलेटर जैसी सुविधाएं राज्यों को मुहैया कराने की कोशिश है सरकारी अस्पतालों तक, या फिर जो दवाइयों की कैपेसिटी तमाम लोगों तक, तमाम अस्पतालों तक दवाइयां मौजूद रहें। इन तमाम चीजों की लगातार मॉनिटरिंग के लिए प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा है। बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बैठक। और कोरोना संकट से निपटने के लिए, प्रभावी तरीके से मुकाबला करने के लिए लगातार प्रधानमंत्री पूरी स्थिति पर खुद नजर रख रहे हैं। ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। अपने आप में ये आश्वस्त करने वाला है कि प्रधानमंत्री ने तो संकट में जिस तरह से अभी तक देश का नेतृत्व किया है, वो लगातार नजर रखने के जरिए, अपनी तरफ से निर्देश देने के जरिए एक तरह से राज्य और केंद्र के बीच और ज्यादा समन्वय बिठाकर राज्यों को ज्यादा कैसे मदद मिले उसकी चिंता करते हुए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण तरीके से, प्रभावी तरीके से देश को इस पूरी लड़ाई में स्थापित किया है। जी नैन्सी।
Absolutely. In fact, very important meeting there, the review meeting that was held by Prime Minister Modi. In fact, taking stock of the situation and the various steps that are being taken as far as battling COVID-19 pandemic across the country is concerned, and in fact taking stock of as well, and in fact also very importantly saying that there is no room for any complacency in this regard, and making clear that self-discipline is a must when it comes to battling COVID-19 pandemic across the country is concerned. And in fact very important, many other important points that Prime Minister Modi has enlisted as far as preparedness of various states, and reiterating once again that the need to observe personal hygiene and social discipline in public places is a must, and that must continue in the earnest direction. Thanks Sudhakar very much for joining us for the moment and sharing those inputs. We'll keep tracking developments on that front and more news from across the nation and the world, but for now it's a wrap. Thanks for being with us.